Hello everyone, this is Vida Schmidt live from our Berlin studio. I'm delighted on behalf of entire CC team today to welcome not just only one executive but two special guests today, two key leaders, visionaries and successful CXOs within our industry. Andrés Proaño, Chief Revenue Officer at BTS, and Sekiguch, Chief Executive Officer at SNBTS Global. Thank you both for joining this executive interview today with us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Me too.
Andre, Nori, you recently launched the new brand of SBTS, which is a joint venture between SoftBank and BTS, and celebrated your 8-year anniversary. Can you talk to us about this journey, about the initial idea, how you put the idea into action and formed the SBTS?
Yes. Back in the day, around 2015, SoftBank, with the vision for and the way that they were moving forward in the industry, they saw the traditional voice telecommunications, international voice, as a legacy technology. So they did not want to continue investing. They were facing a lot of fraud also in their systems. It was costing them a lot of money. And as opposed to outsourcing that entire department to a higher bidder or whatever like that, what they decided was to approach a company like BTS that had the expertise in the market on the wholesale side. So for us, it was extremely a success story because not just forging that partnership, but just the way in which we went about the merging of the two cultures was great. The entire process took over probably a year to put into place. We worked with wonderful people. At the beginning, it was just focused on the outsource of international voice, but that has evolved. First of all, it was very successful because the revenues increased by 5 or 6 times of what the BTS combination with the SoftBank's revenue were before the joint venture, as well as the margin. The margin was increasing as well. There was a mandate from the board of directors to create a wholesale business from this joint venture, and it was achieved. Also, I think in the case of SoftBank, and I'll let Nori speak about that, but they went from a CapEx intensive kind of like technology to zero CapEx because it was BTS's own technology that was put in place to run the business. That has evolved now. The company is right now 8 years going. We continue growing. We have added a lot of other products to our suite. We started with cloud telephony. We've done A2P messaging. We've done P2A. We are doing right now incursing into mobile ID like telco APIs. So for me, it's been a great pleasure working with this company, for this company and with SoftBank in general.
For the from the SoftBank perspective, as a 2015. Originally, as a SoftBank, we are facing the situation. Then means we keep this voice business or we outsource this voice business to others. Then I looked for their partner who can control our SoftBank voice business because we are the carriers, so we have to continue this business. But during the discussion, finally we found the idea: why we outsource this business? Why don't you get this business from the other carriers? Then the internal discussion that we have a lot. Then finally, we visit several carriers. Then I remember that the one was my boss. They're very good old friend of the BTS. That's why I visited Miami. That was 2015 or 16, right? Then then I realized, oh, maybe we are, this is super legacy services, but maybe this is also the business chance to get the, outsource business from the carriers. Then we decided, that we make something partnership together with BTS. Then after that, there are a lot of discussion we had. Then finally, we agreed to make a joint venture in Japan. The name is S&BTS.
Thank you both for sharing this remarkable story about this exciting journey. And it's amazing also to see that through this joint venture, you're serving 500 plus partners and offering them an extensive service portfolio ranging from voice messaging, cloud, and next generation. So congratulations once again. I would like to continue by asking, and the question is addressed to Andrés, perhaps you could share your view on the latest, most significant innovations and initiatives that your company has launched and how they are shaping your competitive edge.
Well, as I mentioned before, BTS controls its own technology stack. I think that's the largest competitive advantage that we have. Because of that, we have been extremely good at profiling the transactions, which means each particular minute has to be routed and treated in a different way. The same with a message or any API request has to be treated differently. Because of the technology, we have been able to adapt, react, and be able to be more efficient in this particular market. That efficiency is what gives the technology edge at this point. As the traditional transport business has eroded in value, there has been other, let's say, services and products that have been demanded in the market by the global clients, like the hyperscalers. Programmable communications, for example, it's something that we've launched a couple of months or years back, and that has proven significantly successful for us. That's basically the main driver. It's how we are now positioning ourselves in the workflow of these giants, these hyperscalers, to add additional value to the traditional transport of the transactions.
Very insightful. Thank you so much, Andrés. And it's really wonderful, and I'm thrilled to see how you sustain the competitive edge by embracing these new initiatives and innovation. Andrés, I would like to bring this in on this one as well with you. With the fast pace of digital transformation, how your organization is deploying and leveraging on the latest emerging technologies and next generation technologies such as AI, 5G, IoT, to stay competitive, but also stay ahead in a very volatile, increasingly digital telecom?
One of the latest products that we have launched, it's called Talking Bits. You know that we have seen an evolution of the traditional voice market. Is not used in the same way. There's been a development right now where there's a lot of AI traffic to AI traffic, machine to machine traffic, human to machine, machine to human. So we've introduced this product which replaces the human interaction with large language models, with LLMs, right? Or with AI bots. What we think is that by enriching these LLMs with skills and APIs, we are able to provide additional value creation to our customers. We believe that that voice is not going to go away. That voice will continue to evolve, and we want to be the pioneers to continue innovating and creating value for our customers.
Very interesting, and very interesting to see how BTS is embracing these latest innovation and technologies to stay ahead and shape and grow and drive the growth within the company. Nori, I would like to hear more your perspective on this next question. Continuing now on the subject topic of technology and innovation, I would love to get your insight more on the company overall strategy and how does the company approach investments in new technologies versus expanding your legacy core services, and what impact and informs these decisions?
Let's talk about the new technology. Maybe currently is now the boom for the AI, right? Then maybe before the 5G or before the M2M, like every 2 years, the IT field make a new buzzword. But they please consider please back to the who handling these services, who are using these services. Absolutely, this is a human being, but human being not change anything, right? We have a mouse and ear. It's not change. But then back to the communication service, our legacy services is direct approach to the mouse and ear, like direct communication services. So even if the new technology is start like AI, we can serve voice network to AI. So that's why the legacy. But everyone said that these are legacy services. But in my understanding is a basic service for human being. That's why even if the new technology coming up, we can approach to use our own technology and our own services.
I do agree, and thank you for giving us this overall helicopter view on the strategic priorities and focus within the company, Nori. Shifting now a bit our focus, again, this question is addressed to Nori. I would like to get your perspective on the next topic. Retaining talents, attracting talent is one of the current, I would say, topic and spotlight within our industry. And how do you, within the organization, attract these talents despite a very highly competitive and rapidly evolving, changing industry?
Under the S&BTS, actually, we located in Tokyo. Then half of Japanese and half of the Spanish people coming. Then actually, how attractive is there maybe simply said team building activity or every day which talking each other very friendly. That's a basic thing. But I think one of the merit or one thing they're different from the others. Maybe every time we are free. So every time you can come to office, then you can work. But there remote work also possible. Then, but every time we communicate with each other. That's why maybe I think they are from their worker point of view, they're very easy to work everywhere. So this is one thing I think. Then also they are very unique. Japanese people and Spanish people sitting together, then talking each other. So in Japan, actually maybe it's as a historical point of view. Japanese people talk to the other country people sometimes difficult, but our case, we forced to stay their same room, then start to talk. So at the beginning, Japanese people no one talk, but after 2 weeks or something, right, start to discuss, start to talk. Then we communication start. That's why that. Just keep waiting till they make something happen. This is also my another idea to they keep this kind of teamwork.
Thank you, Nori. It's great to see how people remain at the core of your business, and also which best practices or company practices you put in place to ensure the sustainable model. Thank you again. Before we wrap up both, is there anything else, Andrés and Nori, that you would like to add or share today?
Well, yeah, from my part, I would just reiterate the message that SMBTS was created to to serve the market, to create value to our customers. And that's what we do through embracing and forging partnerships with which have been long lasting. I think one of the probably strengths, one of the core competencies of the company is forging those partnerships in the long term, right? SBTS is quite respected. We continue growing. I want to name again that one of the main reasons for that is that we control our own technology stack and that we have the customer needs in us, our priority number one.
Thank you. Nori, anything you would like to address?
Maybe one thing maybe I'd like to share is, actually, we changed a new logo. Then we made this kind of new T-shirts. Then all staff wear these T-shirts maybe in each event. So please find me. This is we wear these shirts. Then this is absolutely S and BTS stuff. So right, this. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I like the T-shirt. Hope I get one. Thank you so much. It has been a great pleasure hearing your thoughts today. And Andrés, you mentioned forging partnership. I would like to take also the opportunity to express great, deepest gratitude to BTS for being our partners for so many years. And we are looking very much forward, the entire CC team and myself, to a successful collaboration partnership in the years ahead, and together with the SBTS and together to shape our industry. Thank you, Andrés and Nori, for taking your invaluable time and sharing with all of us the insight and latest updates about this new joint venture and the new brand, SBTS. We are very much looking forward to our next, hopefully, interview and new updates from the world of SBTS, and to be part of your successful journey ahead. We remain excited to hearing more great news on how you continue shaping the future of the industry.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so very much for having us.
It's our great pleasure too. And to everyone joining us today and watching, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your time and interest. Goodbye, and we look forward to seeing you next time.